Dear friends, very good afternoon. This is Commander Sudhir Kumar at my YouTube channel Pulse Beat of India. Today I am going to discuss a very important topic, rather relevant topic because it is must for the businesses across nations for the entire world globally. And this term is ESG, that is environmental, social, and governance issues, how to be done. Even in India, there is already a circular from RBI, Reserve Bank of India. The businesses are going to be given loan based on the audit on ESM. That is how the businesses or the companies do take care of the environment and how they are socially responsible and what are the governance issues. I will define each one of them, but this ESG, the new term in businesses, have come because the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, have been decided for the country, and the countries are having these SDGs implemented state-wise, and then it is must for the businesses as well, because the countries cannot fight the climate change alone. There, the businesses and all human beings, those are residing in a country, have to be responsible, especially the big companies, those are into manufacturing and making everyday items which is consumed by the consumer. They have to be responsible, and in that, they have to be environmentally conscious. Environmentally conscious means they have to make all out efforts that they take care of climate change. In climate change, the issues are that if the company is consuming electricity, that electricity, if it is being produced by the solar or by any other method of renewable energy, then it is good for that business. Secondly, that the treatment of water, the no waste of water, water is treated, and then whatever the sludge is coming after the treatment, it is being used as a manure for the gardening. The tree plantation coverage is there so that the company premises is in natural environment. We have to make sure that the company becomes at the earliest for net zero. Net zero means the companies must or the business must have the offices which is having zero emission of greenhouse gases. If they are able to arrest it, automatically it will be a huge bonus towards the fight climate change. From environmental, now when the companies become environmental oriented or they take care of the environmental protection inside their campuses and in surroundings, having a very sort of an active program and initiative into communities development, wherever the businesses are existing or the factories are existing or manufacturing units are there, or even in their corporate offices, the culture must be that we make sure that the entire building is having net zero CO2 emission. After that, coming to the social. The social is defined that every business must be relevant socially. They must do something for the communities. They must do something for the poor. They must do something which is good for the nation. That contribution has to be made by the businesses, and it is the utmost responsibility of the businesses that their commitment is there, their social commitment is there for the society at large, especially taking care of last mile or contributing to help out the people those are poor or extremely poor at the last mile. From the social now comes to the governance. The businesses have to take care of the ethical practices. When I call about the ethical practices, the ethical practices must be a culture. There must not be any fraud. There must not be any fraud towards nation. There must not be any fraud financially. And all these ethical practices are must. All the governance issues, those are as per Companies Act, are being followed by the businesses. So that's where the governance issue. One is the governance issue is the practices, those are applicable for the companies as per Companies Act, and then all the governance issues are taken care, and then for the employees it is the ethical practices for every day, whatever businesses you are involved in that. So all these three terms, ESG, environmental, and social and governance, is becoming relevant, and in India also, globally also, it is playing a role that businesses have to be compliant for ESG. These issues are now must, and this is the requirement for our future generations. So with that, I take rest over here until I get next on the same issues. Thank you very much.